This is the Jack Murphy Podcast. Here's your host, Jack Murphy.
He got to fight with the damn engine. That engine whooped his ass, and they left him laying to die. And I was trying to see if he's going to make it.
Folks, I apologize. Daniel's been watching Gunsmoke again. We go through this every day here at the start of the Jack Murphy Podcast. By the way, guys, I've got some, I thought I had some really good news, and it turned out it wasn't at all. I got an email yesterday from Podbean. Now, Podbean is something else I have to spend money on every month for this podcast. I have a subscription. So I upload an audio version of the podcast to Podbean. They, in turn, distribute it to all the different audio podcasting platforms. So it saves me a lot of time, basically, is all it does. And so I got an email from them yesterday afternoon that said, hey, congratulations. I'd noticed that we were getting a lot more listens on the audio versions, maybe because we're so also unattractive, but they said that our audio listens were up 43% in the last month. Oh, that's pretty exciting.
Okay.
Well, a couple of hours later, I get another email from them, and it said, hey, you've met this threshold now. Would you like to be included in our ad program? And I went, yeah, I would.
Yeah.
What's the deal on that? So I clicked all the boxes and everything, and I thought, well, this money's going to start rolling in any second now. Then I got this
what
email.
What are we going to do with all of them?
I don't know.
Then I got this email this morning. It says, Dear Podcaster. They don't even say, Dear Jack Murphy Podcast. Dear Podcaster. We are writing to inform you that your podcast, the Jack Murphy Podcast, did not pass the content safety verification.
What does that mean?
This may affect the advertising opportunities available to your podcast. Sincerely, the Podbean team. That's what I wrote him back, and I said, well, could I get some more details on that? What's dangerous about three old guys talking about their prostate and putting gazebos together? I don't get it. What danger could we possibly pose to anybody?
So obviously you've not heard back, right?
Safety verification. No, it takes them about 12 hours to make a decision at Podbean.
It's because we have the faces for radio.
I don't get it. I don't know. We'll see what they answer.
They're afraid we might lead an old coot uprising, I suspect.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what the problem is. So, Alpha, yesterday we started something new, and I liked it so much, I'm going to bring it back today. It's called 5 Songs, and I play 5 little clips of songs, and you have to guess the artist that's performing the song. And Daniel got what you got. He got 3. He really got 2, but I gave him a third.
I got 3.
He guessed Phil Collins. The answer was actually Genesis, but I gave that one to him.
It's the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
Yes, it is.
The other guys in Genesis were not in the Phil Collins band. There were 2 separate outfits altogether. But anyway, I gave that one to him anyway yesterday. So I've got 5 brand new ones today, Alpha. I'm going to play the clues now. And then at the end of the podcast, if you don't die of pneumonia or whatever it is that you hacking,
tickling my throat here.
I'll give you a chance to answer them. And then anybody watching or listening to the podcast, you can put your answers in the comments down below. Here we go. It's Yacht Rock Day.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. There's your 5 clues. We'll see how many Alpha can get.
I knew the last 2, but the other ones I didn't know.
At the end of the podcast, we'll find out. All right, let's go to Atlanta, where Alpha lives. I've had this video. I've been waiting on Alpha to be back on the podcast. I've had this video for a few days. What kind of judge was she? Like, horny is one description. It might. What kind of judge was she, Alpha?
Well, the kind who judged with their ankles in the air, apparently. She was very vocal.
About our friend,
was she a federal judge, a city judge? What I mean, we have any idea?
Circuit judge, I
okay.
believe. I'm not sure.
So she's a judge there in Atlanta in the courthouse, and was apparently having a thing with some high up in the Atlanta Police Department.
He was a assistant
he had his
chief, I think, in DeKalb County. Yeah.
He was
high up there.
Anyway, they were having sex in the judge's chambers, and she's a screamer.
Loud sex.
She's a loud one.
Yeah. Slap that ass.
I mean,
hey, he was doing some damage.
I haven't had that much sex in my life. Let me say that from the beginning. But I've never heard noises like that before. Have you, Alpha?
Well, no, not that I can recall. Not.
What about you, Daniel?
Yeah.
You ever heard it?
Yeah, plenty of times.
Oh, really? I haven't. I haven't. I usually hear things
even
like,
after you got the gazebo up.
No, I usually hear things like, "Are you done yet?"
Yeah.
Or
are you through yet? Is it in yet?
I mean, she sounded like she just won the lottery or something like that. That was crazy.
Maybe she did.
But anyway, apparently a lot of people heard it and, kind of waited outside the door until they came out and saw who it was. What's happened to them, Alpha?
Well, she's been disbarred, I believe, though I haven't heard the official on that. But she is a state district court judge for the Northern District of Georgia. Mm-hmm. Judge Eleanor Ross, and he was in her chambers, so to speak.
Oh, he was all up in the chambers. Now, disbarred, that seems a little, I mean, it's embarrassing. I mean, I could see her losing her job, but getting disbarred?
Well, I don't know that that's altogether true. I haven't confirmed that, but his name was Kelly Collier with the Atlanta Police Department.
Okay.
And yes, that gives new meaning to "Here Comes the Judge."
It's oh my. Well, we're going to find out today. Despite all the cheating, the corruption, the influencing, we are still a representative republic. And in this failed city of Los Angeles, they're going to be voting today. We'll find out if Spencer Pratt. This vote that they're having today, will this be to determine the mayor or
it's a primary?
Is it a primary?
Yeah.
Well, no, it's yes. If one of them doesn't get 50% of the votes, then it goes to a runoff. Now, it could be that two Democrats, this is the way it works in California at all levels. It could be that two Democrats are the top leading vote getters under 50%, and that means two Democrats will run for that role.
It's so weird. I remember when I was living there when they came up with that scheme, and a lot of other places have it now too. It's there's a name for it. I can't remember, but
cheating.
Huh? Cheating? No, but it could be two Republicans just as easily in California. But
was it ranked?
It's ranked choice or something like that.
Right.
They call it. But anyway, we'll find out later today what happens. We're pulling for Spencer Pratt, for sure. I saw this morning that actress, and I use that term loosely, and pop singer, which I disagree with, Jennifer Lopez, welcomed LGBTQ plus Pride Month with a video message yesterday. And she says, and And I had already decided I was going to talk about this on the podcast. She says it ought to be celebrated all 12 months of the year.
Oh, for God's sakes.
I'm here to wish you a happy Pride Month. Let's be honest, you deserve all 12 months of the year, so make sure this one is extra special. In fact, you have my permission to skip work. Just tell your boss, Jennifer Lopez, said it was okay.
Oh, yeah.
And I was, look, here's the thing. I have absolutely nothing. I don't care if people are gay or not. It doesn't affect me one way whatsoever. I could care or could care less. I interact with gay people, bi people all the time. It doesn't bother me at all. What we don't like is having it repeatedly jammed down our throat.
Yeah.
And it started, it's every year. And this year, it seems like it's even worse. Like here in Charlotte, I watch the Fox TV affiliate in the morning because I like their weather. You know, they're not really, well, they're a little bit political, but I like their weather. I like their sports person. I like their personalities. And while I'm drinking my coffee, it's what I watch. But I've lived here for 8 years or something now. Every year, the first day of Gay Pride, they start. And it's Gay Pride here in Charlotte. Every day they have a Gay Pride feature. It's too much. It's too much. How about we just have a week of Gay Pride or a couple of days of Gay Pride?
One day.
They will have a story every week where they'll be out somewhere in the community. They'll find a gay guy in a donut shop or something, and they'll do a whole feature on it. And the stories are just nothing. It's just, he's gay and he owns a donut shop.
So?
Big whoop.
You know?
It's too
Don't
much.
get the cream filled.
It's, that's why we didn't get the safety certification from Podbane right there. I'm just saying.
That's why we can't get any ads.
I'm just saying, I think it might be doing more harm than good. Because it kind of wears on you.
I don't understand why it's incumbent upon anyone to have a whole celebration for a day, much less a month, about someone's sexuality.
Oh, they did.
But what is the reason for telling someone that you're gay or whatever? I mean,
well, I understand. I
Why
understand the premise is that for years and years, gay people stayed in the closet. They didn't tell people. They couldn't.
They need to get back in the damn closet.
They couldn't act the way that they wanted to. They found out they were gay. They couldn't get a job. We're past that. That's.
I think so.
We're past that, and so this month-long circus is just, to me, it's ridiculous. And I don't mean to be.
And to have somebody like Jennifer Lopez come out,
who's
the biggest whore in Hollywood.
That's really a turnoff. You need to get a better spokesperson. Get a better straight spokesperson than Jennifer Lopez.
Big whore. I mean,
you know, get the Wolverine or somebody. You know. Get Jason Bourne to come out for Gay Pride Month. If
Jason Momoa, you know, anybody.
But Jennifer Lopez. Nobody likes her. Nobody likes her.
You're Larry the Cable Guy.
You know, poor Ben Affleck. Poor Ben Affleck, you know, he's an alcoholic, and every time he gets back on the booze, he goes back and marries her again. He's done it like 3 times now, and then he sobers up and goes, "Oh God, what have I done?"
She's married to everyone.
Yeah. She is a whore.
It's like she goes through men like shit to a goose.
She's. I hate to call anybody a bad name, but she's kind of a whore.
Yes.
I have a new favorite person on the interwebs that I love. This guy's on Instagram and on TikTok. His name is Eric, and I have started following him, and I love him. Do you guys have the Nextdoor app?
Not the app. No.
You got
with it though. Yeah.
Well, if you sign up, I get their emails, and I get a little tired of them. But in my old neighborhood, the houses were jammed a little more close together, and it was a big, big subdivision, and there was always stuff going on. And the Nextdoor app is really just a bunch of Mrs. Kravitz's on there, and people get on there and they'll go, "Hey, did anybody else see that guy that was?"
Y'all see that truck that came down the street?
Exactly. That's all it is. And people that don't have anything to do, particularly women, I hate to say it, women who have nothing to do, they'll make up some stuff. And Eric, luckily he's there for us to document some of the stuff that they're making up. And his delivery is so good. Check him out.
Well, about 11 o'clock this morning, Charlene was on her morning walk and noticed something extremely unnerving and suspicious, and made Charlene a little bit queasy, sick to her stomach,
right,
and wanted to come on to the Nextdoor website to tell us all about it, just to get our opinion and see if her fears and uneasiness is warranted.
Sure.
In our opinion, what happened was Charlene was on her morning walk about 11 o'clock this morning near the park in her neighborhood in New York City. And what happened? What did she see? She saw 6 to 8 teenagers walking into the park, carrying several boxes of pizza together. And one of them even had, according to Charlene, one of the teenagers had a pair of those portable headphones that was clipped to his backpack, if you can believe that. And Charlene said there was absolutely no adult leadership anywhere present, just the teenagers and their pizza. And they all walked into the park and sat down together.
Gosh.
All 6 of them or 8 of them. They all sat down together at the same park bench.
I can understand why Charlene is so upset.
That could be a Progressive commercial.
Yeah. This guy's, I mean, he's great. His delivery is so funny.
Ellen in Little Rock, Arkansas, is demanding answers today, and frankly, I don't blame her. Ellen is on Nextdoor today on the Nextdoor website or app.
Right.
And Ellen says the following. She says, "Hi, neighbors. I wanted to call everyone's attention to this. Ellen, just was shopping in the grocery store, and I was at the deli. And Ellen noticed," she goes on to recount, that she noticed a teenager at the deli buying Black Forest ham, 1 pound of Black Forest ham at the deli in the grocery store. And according to Ellen, what kind of a teenager needs that much ham? And she's right. Something doesn't add up, Ellen, and thank you very much for bringing this to our attention. I wish I could reassure you, Ellen, and say this is probably nothing. It's just, it's probably nothing. But no, there's no way that we're just going to brush it off like that, Ellen. This teenager, this guy's probably up to some kind of sinister activities. Buying ham like that. First
sandwiches.
it's ham, then who knows what. I have a confession to make, Ellen. I was also in the store, and I may have seen the same.
Oh, this guy cracks me up. He cracks me up.
Who needs
Carolyn doesn't want to overreact. Carolyn lives in Destin, Florida. She doesn't want to overreact, Carolyn, but she has come on to Nextdoor, the Nextdoor app this morning, to alert the neighborhood that she was driving in her area of Destin, Florida, and she witnessed what appears to be a pair of minors, 2 children, maybe 10 and 11, according to Carolyn, what appeared to be operating a lemonade stand on the corner of the neighborhood. What concerns Carolyn, she goes on to say on Nextdoor, is that neither of these 2 kids appear to have any sort of visible business license, health department permit. There didn't seem to be any. They were selling lemonade, she thinks, Carolyn seems to think, for 50 cents a cup. And they were taking cash transactions. There were 4 people buying lemonade at the lemonade stand. And Carolyn says they didn't even have any official accounting measures in visible sight. Okay, Carolyn, I just want to thank you for, the world is a better place, Carolyn.
This is so funny.
No, what's the guy's name again?
His name is Eric Tuffelin, I think is the last name.
I hope somebody shows up to
hilarious.
wrestle. Hope somebody shows up to wrestle those 2 little bitches to the ground there.
He is, his delivery is so right
That
on.
sounds like
I love
something
it.
my neighbors.
Oh, man.
Daniel, I wanted to ask you about this. We've talked about your storied baseball career, high school, college, a little bit of the pros. But I was watching the ESPN a little bit yesterday, and they had Texas softball player Hannah Wells. Have you seen her?
The big girl?
She's no bigger than the rest of them. They're all those college softball players are a little bit big.
One of them is big old girl.
Anyway, she plays for the Longhorns in the Women's College World Series, and she's done pretty. I mean, I don't know what these stats mean. You can tell me. She's 6-3 on the mound with a save and a 3.11 ERA. Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 3 points? Well, for softball, I guess. Yeah.
She's hitting 286 with 15 home runs, but she's got a weird. When you were pitching, did you have any weird superstitions? Like, did you have a special pair of underwear or anything like that you wore, or socks?
And I didn't worry about stepping on the line or
anything. Nothing. Well, she does. She's a freshman on the team, and this superstition goes back to her childhood. When she's playing, if she sees a ladybug, she eats it. Yeah, she was the Gatorade Player of the Year as a senior at the Coahoma High School out there in Texas, and she's been impressive in this first year. But her teammates think she's weird, and I don't blame them.
Well, what would you think?
She grabs the ladybug and swallows it whole for good luck. Of course, ladybugs are supposed to be lucky, so
yeah, but not if you eat them.
But I wouldn't want to eat it.
No. This chick ever heard of a concession stand? Anyway,
it's working for her. Apparently, her stats are good, and I guess they did pretty well.
Try some sunflower seeds.
College World Series, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I never thought I'd say this, but Louisiana is leading the way in something. Usually Louisiana's disaster. They're hurricanes or floods or gator attacks.
Yeah.
Reality TV shows about unsavory people in Louisiana. You got the duck hunting guys, Duck Dynasty guys, and a lot of college scandals. And then that guy that was the Clinton advisor, he's from there. And
Carville,
James Cargill.
But
I like this. I have thought, in fact, I think there should be a federal law about this, and for a couple of reasons. Number one, there is a tremendous shortage of helium. The helium gas is in short supply, and they've recently made a discovery of a new deposit of helium gas, but there's not a lot of it around, and it's very valuable in industrial uses for all kind of different reasons. And what do we do with most of it that we have?
Suck it up. And
we put it in balloons and suck it up to make our voice sound funny. But, as somebody that hikes out in nature all the time, I get so mad because, every day I see a couple of Mylar balloons stuck up in a tree or stuck up in a bush in the nature preserve. And it's from people having birthday celebrations or whatever and releasing these balloons. And it's like a forever thing. These Mylar balloons, they don't go away. That stuff's indestructible. Even the, what are you doing, Daniel? Oh, there's one right there. I see. They're indestructible. They're there forever. The old balloons would degrade over time or whatever, but animals get tangled up in them in the string and die and all kind of stuff. But the Louisiana legislature is prohibiting the intentional outdoor release of Mylar and latex helium balloons effective August 1st. And I think that's a great thing. It's a waste of helium. It's bad for animals, and it's just pollution. That's all it is.
What's the punishment?
they stick helium up your butt.
I see. Okay. And you
Death
fly
penalty.
off.
We ain't had a death penalty in a while, Alpha.
Yeah,
Let
we
me
have
see.
Death penalty.
Doesn't really say what the penalty will be for releasing a mylar or latex balloon, but hopefully it'll come to a stop. Particularly the mass releases of them.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you'll see hundreds of them they'll let go or whatever, and you know they wind up in the ocean. They all wind up either in the woods or in the ocean. Pretty much.
Well, there's a story several years ago. Remember this guy who attached a bunch of balloons to his lawn chair?
Yeah.
And he went up like 2,000 feet in the air, and he had no idea how to come down.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant.
Yeah. That's happened. That's actually happened a few times. In fact, I think, it seems like I remember one guy that did it like maybe at the end of the 80s or early 90s that did it with a lawn chair, and he went up way up.
Yeah.
Like need oxygen up.
Right.
In, you know, one of these things. So
like freeze
not
to
a good
death
idea.
kind of.
How many balloons do you have to have?
He had a bunch. They were not regular balloons. They were like this big. They were some kind of big balloon that he had done, and and eventually, you know, you quit rising at some point, and you have to start busting the balloons to come back down.
What do you do one at a time? Let me drop it a little bit more.
Very tricky procedure, you know, particularly if you're using a big balloon. Well, we got a
California, probably the most craziest state. They passed this thing called slave reparations. California's going to pay slave reparations to people who are never slaves, be paid for by people who never owned slaves in a state that never had slaves. That's like paying child support for a child you never had with a woman you never f***ed. You know, it just doesn't...
A cop here in town that's been fired, not in town, but in Shelby. He's been fired. A fellow by the name of Carson Hyder, 22 years old, turned himself into the Cleveland County Detention Center Monday. He's processed, released on bond. He was a Shelby, North Carolina police officer who was captured on a home security video. He wrestled this woman to the ground and just beat the crap out of her.
Oh, I saw that.
It's crazy.
He hit her like...
Look at this.
I don't have a warrant. I don't have a warrant or it's in the house. What are you doing? I don't...
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Let go! I don't have... Let go! I got it.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The other cop is trying to tell him to stop. I got it.
He's like trying to break it up.
He hit her like 12, 13 times.
Oh, man.
And she didn't look like she was resisting or anything.
Damn.
I couldn't figure that one out.
Lawsuit.
I think there was something else going on with that.
I think that may have been a bad hire. I think that's what that may have been.
Hey, by the way,
he had a problem.
By the way, the lawn chair balloon guy took place in 1982. His name was Larry Walters.
I thought it was back in the 80s.
And he's nicknamed Lawn Chair Larry.
Yeah.
He went up 16,000 feet in the air.
Yeah, and at 12,000, you need oxygen after 12,000.
Yeah. He's in the Smithsonian.
Yeah, I mean I remember that. It was a big deal when he did it.
No, he came back down.
He came back down.
He had 42 balloons lifted him into the air.
Yeah.
That was the year I graduated from high school.
Wow.
Hey.
All right, there's a big announcement from Meta. I don't put a lot of hope in this, stake in this, because they haven't had a lot of luck with their devices. I mean, they've been very successful with their social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Facebook ads, shorts, and all that stuff. But you remember they put out the Oculus 3D, whatever that virtual thing that really didn't. And now there's the Facebook glasses. Google has them as well. I don't see a lot of people wearing those. I mean, How many people are going to pay $2,000 for a pair of glasses?
Somebody got kicked out of the Masters for wearing those.
Well, it violates the rules because there's a camera inside there, just like you would have on your phone or whatever. And it is basically a phone in the glasses almost.
Yeah.
But they've developed a new device called the pendant. The pendant. And you put it on in the morning, and it listens and records everything you say or hear during the day. Now, of course, Daniel and I don't need one of those because we have a wife. And they record and hear everything that we say or do during the day and can recall anything.
And then you don't remember me saying this?
Yeah, exactly.
And it can and will be used against you.
Repeatedly.
Yeah.
Repeatedly. So I have no need for the pendant myself. That's evidently for single people.
So you have a Michelle and
yeah.
Daniel has a Missy. Got it.
Yeah.
I have no need for the pendant, I can tell you that.
By the way, speaking of Google, they're getting into we're going to drop mosquitoes all over the place business too. Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah. So I think 20-some million mosquitoes are going to drop. They are proposing to drop in Florida and in California because they say it will keep down disease like Zika and what's the other one?
Encephalitis and
West Nile virus.
Let me ask you a question. Why do these tech software people think they're qualified to decide who gets vaccines and drops mosquitoes on the public and blocks out the sun? Why don't you stick with the software and the search engines and stuff?
Just
and
do that.
Let
they have more money, they know what to do with.
Make things like pendants and Google glasses and stuff like that.
How about the new vaccine
for
ticks?
I haven't heard about that. I heard about the one for Ebola.
They've got one. They're supposed to be having one coming out for ticks.
Well, that's in case you get the alpha gal. Disease, right?
This is a preventative vaccine.
Wait a minute. What's alpha gal?
Alpha gal.
That's where you get bit by. It's like no, what's it called though? Alpha tick.
Lyme.
Rocky Mountain
or whatever, fever, Rocky Mountain or whatever, and you can't eat any hoofed meat.
Well,
now that I have heard about, and so the conspiracy is it's
my
a way.
My daughter-in-law had it for like 3 years.
It's a way to get off of meat, get people off meat if we give them this vaccine. Yeah,
it's all about the climate, they say.
I'm not going to. I knock on wood.
Keep you from getting it.
Right, I understand, but it's like Jack just said, it's to get you off of eating meat, and the reason for that, they say, is to preserve the climate, so we don't have to feed livestock.
I hear all the time about what a problem ticks are, and again, I'm going to knock on wood because there aren't a lot of people who spend more time in the woods every day than I do. I'm out there an hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours almost every day.
Okay, you're going to be on one of those neighborhood things.
You're not going through the high grass.
No, I don't. I am brushing up against, tree limbs and stuff, and I've never found a tick on myself. I've found every now and then I'll find one on one of the dogs, a small one, and I get it off. Now they're on the prevention, but
you're going to find yourself in one of those neighborhood reports. Yep. Wendy was in her backyard and she saw this man walking through her woods. He's there every day. I don't know what he's up to. He's probably carrying a pound of ham.
We talked about healthcare on the program quite a bit because this is the podcast for active older people.
Right.
Did you know that healthcare thank goodness that I'm on the Medicare now. Healthcare costs now for the average American family are in some cases equal to their mortgage payment. $2,200 a month is the average cost of healthcare for an American family now.
Well, if they're not getting any support from their employer. Well, I mean, if they're having to pay for a policy on their own, that's what they're paying. But if they're getting support from their employer,
what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter. It's still somebody's paying $2,200 a month to cover their health care costs every month. And like the company that I worked for, they paid, it wasn't a great deal at all, and it went up every year. But they paid half of my insurance, and I paid the other half. And then I had to pay for the 3 other people in my family.
Yeah.
And back then it was costing me about $1,500 a month, and now it's $2,200 a month, and all due to Obamacare. Obamacare. And the system is so rigged, it's ridiculous. The Affordable Care Act has put so many people on a system where the taxpayers are paying for their health care, and at the cost of increasing their health care and getting crappier coverage as a result.
Well, and then your deductibles are
That's what I mean.
Through the freaking roof.
That's what I mean. You get, it's terrible coverage. I mean,
remember,
what is it, like $12,000 for family or something?
Unless you get really sick, it's not very valuable to have.
And remember all the promises with that. It's gonna lower your costs by $2,400 a year. You can, if you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor. If you like your plan, you can keep your none of it. All of it was bullshit.
Yeah, when they were selling it, that's all the stuff they were saying. Now that the subsidy time period has ran out, and the subsidy should be ending, and Obama promised if none of this has happened, we have to add more money to it. We're going to change the program. Well, they're not living up to any of that. They just want to keep funding the subsidies and keep things like they are and keep crushing the middle class of the country. That's what they're doing.
That should have been the red flag for everybody. If you have to subsidize it, then it's not saving anybody any money.
Exactly.
Everybody's losing.
All right, I do have another health story today in that same vein, kind of. We try to cover things that help you be. Oh, by the way, Alpha and John are apparently starting a push-up challenge.
I told them I'd do it, but I've got a couple of big tournaments I got to play in. I don't
golf
want to
tournament.
Get sore.
I know what you mean. Now, how many are y'all going to try to do?
I think John said he wanted to do 100 a day, but
that's it. 100?
I know. I can do 100 in just a few minutes.
That's it. 100. Okay. Yeah. Well, anyway, what I wanted to get to.
Okay, Charles Atlas.
What I wanted to
do 300.
What I wanted to get to here, it's a health tip, and it's not good news. It's not going to make you happy. Did you see the video that did he send that video to you guys too? He sent it to me this morning. It was a long video. Let me see if I've got, excuse me. Let me look at my phone here and I'll tell you. It was a great video. And it was basically that the best drug in the world for longevity is exercise. And they were interviewing all these people that were like in their 70s and 80s and 90s that were active, that were walkers or runners or weightlifters or swimmers. And, a lot of them didn't even start until they were 70. And they're talking about now it's 15 years later, they're 85 and they feel better now than they did when they were 70 because of exercise. And I really believe that,
oh yeah,
the best thing you can do for yourself, even if you don't eat right, is to exercise.
As my grandmother used to say, she said, you will rust out before you'll wear out.
There you go.
She was 104 when she died.
I like that.
But here we go. Again, not good news. Calorie restriction helps cells repair their own protein-making machines. In a nutshell, ribosomes, the tiny machines that build proteins inside the cells, can have worn-out parts swapped out individually rather than being destroyed and rebuilt entirely. However, cutting calories is necessary for the body to have energy to do it. If the body is using all of its energy to digest food and process the food, it doesn't have enough energy to do that. New research suggests that when animals ate less, their cells got better at maintaining the tiny machines responsible for the building process. Well, you can only do so much. I'm going to stick with exercise, and I'm going to eat what I want.
Well, that's why, I mean, I do intermittent fasting sometimes. And once you get 12 to 18 hours, something called autophagy kicks in.
Right.
And when you're no longer burning calories from food, then it starts going to work on defective cells and eliminating disease cells, defective cells, regenerating youth hormone. So yeah, I mean, it's a good practice to do more exercise and eat less.
I haven't done one lately, but I probably have done it 7 or 8 times, a 3-day fast. And the first day's really hard. I mean, it's really hard.
3 days.
3 days, just water.
Lord.
And the second day, it's 100% easier.
Yeah.
And the third day is kind of weird. Like you get headaches, and that's your body getting rid of toxins, things out of your body. And you weren't really hungry, but you felt kind of sick. And it's all the toxins coming out. You just keep drinking water, and you go 3 days, and you lose 7 or 8 pounds. Number one, but the fourth day, man, you felt great. You got up, and I thought, man, I could go another day if I wanted, but I'd start eating again. But it's hard to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never done a 3-day. I've done 24 hours, but I've not done a 3-day.
And the other thing
can you have beer during that?
No,
of course,
water.
Yeah.
It's water only. And the thing about it is that it's the people that should love you that make it the hardest to do. Your family. They're all like, you say, look, I'm doing a fast right now. Oh, you sure? We got spaghetti and garlic bread over here at the house now. Or they're coming in with donuts or just, stuff in their face right in front of you.
Your Aunt Otia brought some banana pudding.
Can't have it. I'm on a fast. I told you.
So you have to ask yourself, do they really love you?
Exactly. That's what I said to them. I'm trying to do something healthy for myself, and you're sabotaging me.
You're trying to kill me.
All right, at the beginning of the podcast today, we played our new game called 5 Songs. Today's contestant is Alpha. It was Daniel yesterday. He got 2.5 out of 5.
For God's sake.
2.5 out of 5 is what I'm going to give him. So, Alpha, we have 5 song clips today. Okay. Here they are one more time. Listen carefully.
Okay. Damn it. All out of love. Okay.
All right, Alpha, name the 5 artists, please.
All right. First one was Carly Simon.
All right. Got it.
Second one, the song was All Out of Love. And I can't
think the artist, please.
All Out of Love.
Leonard Skinner.
No.
Oh, no. Damn it.
That was Air Supply.
Air Supply. Damn it. Yeah, okay.
All right, number 3.
Rita Coolidge.
Yes, it was. Rita Coolidge, Your Love is Lifting Me Higher and Higher.
And
number 4.
Ever been lifted before. Number 4 was the Eagles.
That's right.
Yep.
And number 5.
Number 5 was the Bloody Moose.
That's right, the Moody Blues. Good job. Much better than Daniel. Wow.
Yeah, but
that's impressive.
I didn't never listen to that kind of damn music.
That was impressive. All right, thanks for checking.
I'm a rocker.
Thanks for checking out the Jack Murphy podcast today. If you haven't, go ahead and subscribe down below. And if you get a chance, fire off a nasty letter to Podbean about why this podcast isn't safe.
Is it safe?
It's not safe enough to monetize for some reason. But
WTF? Over.
Anyway, tell a friend. Come back tomorrow. We'll have a brand new episode for you here at the Jack Murphy podcast.
Thanks for watching the Jack Murphy Podcast. Remember to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Go ahead, ring it. Get alerts when a new episode drops, and tell your friends about the Jack Murphy Podcast. But only the cool friends, please. Tune in next time for another episode of the Jack Murphy Podcast.